Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In the last part, we finished up the Realm Reborn story. Now it's time to do some of the stuff I've sort of been putting off, because I wanted to do it all in one big chunk. So, let us finally accept this quest that's been sitting here. The Rise and Fall of a Gentleman. I hear you've been busy as a... I hear you've been busy as a bee, Arya. Seems half the whispers what come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? Before that, let me ask, ever heard of a man named Hildibrand? No. To hear him tell it, he was Eorzea's greatest and most famous inspector. Still, can't say I'm surprised you don't know him. To his credit, Hildibrand and his assistant had a knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out the culprits, well, he had his moments, though I hesitate to give him sole credit. And he wrote 5 years ago, he gets it in his head that he's cracked the code of Messiah 7th of Aristotle, the calamity. All of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero of prophecy. And when you know it, the hero was Hildibrand himself. So he flies off towards Dalmud. Yeah, that's right. He flew, launches himself straight into the air somehow. Ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he's got to come back down. Though it was only recently that we found his body. Excuse me. And reason for bringing this up. Ah, right. So Nashu, Hildibrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are definitely not my forte. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildibrand's grave in the lake yard, and she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. Alright, well, we know where the lake yard is, so... We've only been there about 50 times. So I should probably adjust the sound. I know there was something I forgot to do. In the pouring rain, we appear. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me? Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Ahem. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. Well, at least that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildibrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We travel the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil, no matter the mystery. You can always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style. But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he... This is all a joke. A big funny joke. Right, Inspector? Any moment now you'll burst out of the crowd and shout, "Surprise! How do you feel, eh?" And we'll laugh and laugh. Hildibrand Manderville, beloved son. They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names. Their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, Gentleman hero Hildibrand. I could never be the hero you were, but I'll try. I'll do my best to try. Wait, is she just, like, getting changed in public? Yes. Yes, she is. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nashu, I'm just going to vanish into thin air because of loading. There must be a leader, a head zombie, who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Fortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thalalon, you might find them. Then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. That was a kind of awkward transition. I guess you kind of like came back while she was in the middle of an explanation. Anyways, we need to head down to southern Thalalon, and this is actually, as it says there, a fate. I think we've kind of run through this fate a few times. Might be thinking while I was doing beast tribe stuff. Yeah, it might have been when I ran through it. Probably was, honestly. Oh, looks like the fate is up, thankfully. Looks like it just spawned, actually. It's at least fairly common. Oh, shush, I can't fly higher. So, this one's a little special. So we've got some dapper zombies. Am I a gentleman yet? I guess we'll do it for Monk. Since it is story stuff. Guess I should at least toss on Fist of Fire here. I should also check southern. Try not to piss off the turtle. So man, when I originally did this back in the day, like, there were so many people doing this fate. Of course, if I'd been doing this closer to when the yokai event started, there also would have been a ton of people here for that. But of course, it's a fair bit out from it now, so, you know. Oh geez, I like one-shot that thing. Of course, the smart thing would have been to be a red mage just so I don't have to run up to everything. Oy, oy, oy. I'm also trying to avoid the jaw. At least the respawn is fairly good here, so I don't have to be running out all over the place. I'm kind of doing cruddy rotation right now, and I'm like, nah, whatever. Oh, hello. What? Evs. How are we doing? About halfway through? They don't have to get close. A gentleman is rather than does. Is that what the thing is? That feels so cultured. That feels so refined. These things say some weird things. Do not disturb our practice. Yeah, that's what it was. The gentleman is rather than does. Oh, it looks like we're getting kind of near the end, so the respawns are definitely stopping now. I was doing so well. Doing doing so well of avoiding the almost jaw. Alright. So we need to show the curious parchment to Nashu. Did you find the zombies? You did! That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this is a map of the Sagoli Desert, and there's a spot marked here in the south, and look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than does. So it reminds me of, well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onwards to the Sagoli! I was just down there! Well, not down there all that entire way, but I was just in that zone. Ah. Hello. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know we've come in peace. When the leader shows himself, we strike. Gentleman is rather than does. Oh my gosh. Who summons the gentle dead man? They live. We hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. The gentleman does not dine upon his guests. Spare these two fair ladies your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. It is you. It really is you. I knew nothing could kill a great Inspector Hildibrand. Hildibrand? Who is this Hildibrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombibrand, devourer of brain, undead overlord extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord, you're a gentleman inspector. Inspector. Overlord. Inspector. Overlord! Oh, Inspector, you're just confused as all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours! Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do. If I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of the last is more likely to liquefy my... If crashing to the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector. I'll kill you trying. See, even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... death. Normally, I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would prefer that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me! Inspector Hildibrand remembers me! Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? I, Hildibrand, agent of the Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be a red moon or black dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And how might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many admirers? Oh, but what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness. Could it be a case? Back in the saddle. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha, the Sagoli Desert. I'd bet my life on it. Which means we'll dodge but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of inequity could be so violently trigger my keen investigator sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildibrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Okay. Ah, dang it. Beg your pardon? You wish to question me as the whereabouts of that deviant running about town dressed in rags? I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye. I do not consort with perverts. I feel like I'm missing something here. What? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander who likes to catch criminals? I think I remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. My mate's pie's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. It took me a second to make sure I was reading all of that right. It's like, sorry, lass, but if it's information you want, you be served best by going to Wymond. The only rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief who calls himself a duelist, or so I hear. But when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... Well, let's go back to Wymond then. Sure. Already back to where it all began. Take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! Oh, mighty bugger me with the blade and spear! The dead have risen and they're walking the streets of Buldai! No need for melodrama, my good men. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he's not a zombie. I checked. You do seem to be hale and healthy, which begs the question. How in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is that Eorzea's champion has returned and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did ya? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wyman is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there's some talk of a fair maiden once at her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well. The audacity! I should fly to recite it. Why, if it's the lady from the Sagoli! A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too see the belligerent duelist. Capital! It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. Damn it, Hildy! I ain't told you the lass's name yet. One moment, I need to, turn in some stuff for Grand Company here. After her own heart. Well, Arya, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellowman. She's a woman with a taste of for the finer things in life. It's safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weaver's Guild at most every day. Good luck with the inspector. Okay. Off to the Weaver's Guild. Yay! There seems to be a few boxes in here. What the heck? My beloved pure heart was unlike anyone you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You'll bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owners. The lady weeps and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall scour all creation from the deepest pits of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of a theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day, after I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Coliseum. I realized it was gone. So time and location of the theft are unknown, essential details without which we cannot solve the case. There is one logical course of action. Miss Moon, to coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursions to Sunsilk Tapestries! And now there's no longer boxes here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Back over there. Back and forth. Back and forth. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let's next proceed to the Coliseum and see what you remember. There's those boxes again. Here we go. Okay. I can do it. I can do that. It's not that bad. Really not that bad. If it loads. Oh, conspicuous crates. Again. Once again, Miss Moon, if you'd be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse. In shock, not intentionally. My purse weighed about... Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous amount of money, my purse weighed about 6 score ponzes, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 ponzes? Miss Moon, you're a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight the thief bore you a grudge. Knows more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ul'dah at the Weaver's Guild, some silk tapestries, and here too. I've been commenting on that. And now they're gone. These crates are everywhere, Arya. I wonder what's inside. I don't see how we can open. Oh, there they are. Oh, of course. I still have plenty of explosives here. Why don't you try? It'll be fun. Am I really about to use explosives in the middle of Ul'dah? Yes. The answer is yes. At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. The gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess while recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellowmoon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellowmoon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve! Ah, such unbridled fury, such a righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept this goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course! That had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, then you should have deduced that those buffoons and boxers were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildibrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you, with pleasure. He would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. It must mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. Name of the man is... Huh? Where in the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet! Now I'll wait for everything to load again. The Immaculate Deception. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want is to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. I think we can just head right out here. No. No, we cannot. Oop, nope, nope. So apparently it turns out my memory of Mama and geography is not as good as I thought. Hi, I'm Humphrey, and you are... At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I'm told you're a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? Oh, how amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a well, he found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing! Well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Carton. No, Magitech to the right, Magitech to the left, stuck in the middle with Lasterloo. We were a car. He was a dab hand with the old magic he was. Tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Elazar, tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar! Scoundrel! I trusted the bastard with me father's blade, bid him take it to a smithy for restoration, even gave him gil to pay for it. And he comes crawling back, sniveling, begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, a bleeding horse, and look at me! Me flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy, you'll face reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. All right. He beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the gil to pay the Chirurgeon. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Elazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Ay, ay, ay. Color Abe. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. The traveling merchant Jojo Pa is the one you want to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Okay. That boy should be ashamed of himself robbing poor Elazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, a lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. A deception brings him peace in his final days. Would it be so wrong? Yes. Elazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. Okay, so let's go find Jojo Pa. Jojo Pa. It's been a while since we've been up here. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, anywhere is determined to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybo. Though I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a few facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary, though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar. Well-intentioned ruse may put his ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk of Camp Drybone. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me, I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Alright. Hey, excuse me, I said mount. Thank you. It occurs to me that I'm not fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on many an occasion, my dearest mother attended to my childhood's griefs just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. Well, it's now raining, so how about that? Ah, this comforting sadness, though I'm a child in their arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. The name of the place beautiful. Gently now, gently! Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, yes! At last! My muscles slacken and soften, the alarm spreads, and the pain becomes pleasure. Right there, yes, keep doing it. Just like that, yes. Now once more, with a feeling. Never before have I received such splendid administrations. Now then, into the spring, you as well, my good woman. Alright, let's search this muddy pebble, because I guess it's of interest. I guess, in this holy pot. And then the, was it a muddy bottle? Yep. Super interesting things here. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? No sign of the sword Jojo Pon mentioned, I see. Ah! No, I'm all wet. What was that anyway? There's something calls you too. Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search that section this spring was a stroke of Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in nose clothes. I'll go to Old Dawn and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashi. While you're there, perchance purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elizar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Isn't that wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Elizar's woes will be no more. Okay. Feel bad deceiving the guy. As promised, I return to you your father's ancient blade. It is her. Every chip and scratch, just as I remember. God bless you, sir. Never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough, if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I brought you your change of clothing. I also brought a supply of tonic from this peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu, if you would just bring me that case. Inspector Hildibrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? No, you. It's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. A challenge for me. At last, the curtain rises. Very well. If I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. Hildibrand, Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. Core, Inspector Hildibrand, you look amazing! Hildibrand. This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue, blue skies in the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? We got an item, I guess. Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. With my, let us call it what it is, genius, I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? This bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle! Hildibrand will return in the three collectors. Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of... no, it's gone. Never mind. And like that, we have finished, well, patch 1 of Hildibrand for A Realm Reborn. Woo! So yes, they are all going to be pretty ridiculous like that. So next time we will go ahead and continue with the Hildibrand story. Wasn't sure how I was going to do this, but it kind of works out lengthwise. Might be on the little shorter side, but whatever. It works out good enough. So, thank you all for watching. Oh no, not yawning. No, yeah. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep doing content like this and the more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. And until next time with the 3 collectors and Hildibrand, and I totally mixed that up. This is rinimt, signing out.